Perfect. Yeah. That's what some people needed.
A
lot of it.
Most people needed it.
So, I think everybody needed it except for a couple people. But anyway.
Except for
put that right
the Logano of Joey.
I know. How in the world did he save that much gas? We'll get to that.
Yeah, we'll get to that. So.
First things first.
I want to do.
Gentlemen, start your engines.
All right. We have a special guest. He's a regular on this show. Please welcome in right here, his Waggihoffness. How are you, Caleb?
I'm good. How you doing?
I'm doing great. So this is our first little video with you in the box of shame, or the box of guestness, I guess. I don't know. But so we'll see how this goes. Hopefully the audio is working and streaming through fine and everybody can hear it.
Yep.
The audio was not working as good as I was hoping, but hey, we're going to try something, and hopefully this works. Hopefully you can hear it. I recommend maybe using headphones. Cool.
If not, you'll see me look like I'm talking and nothing.
That'll be okay, though. It'll be good. I can edit it on the other end where I can make your voice higher or more loudly, I guess. Yeah. If possible, because at least it'll hit this microphone. So, all right. So, well.
If it doesn't work, there's just going to be a black screen, like square on the corner. So.
Okay, we're going to figure it out.
So, Caleb, how's your life been going? I haven't actually talked to you in like 2 weeks.
Yeah, it's been going good. I got my first week of the academy done, so that's nice.
That's nice.
Intense, but overall enjoyable experience so far.
Can you run a mile in under 3 minutes yet?
Not yet.
Oh, okay, that's good.
But I'll get there. 4 minutes and 50 seconds or something like that.
Well, really? Well, that's even quicker than I thought. I thought it was going to be like 6 minutes is what you had to do. I forget. I can remember.
Yeah.
But, all right.
Intense physical.
Yeah, I don't know if I could do it. My asthma wouldn't let me, but.
Well, let's shift your gears. We have 5 topics we're going to talk about. 5 different gears to go through. Let's go ahead and get to that first one.
All right.
All right, shift to the first year. Having Clint Boyer back in the truck series. Is it good? Bad? Was it fun?
I enjoyed it. I enjoyed the truck. I've enjoyed the truck race a little bit, but then it's kind of a little boring out there. But Clint Boyer being in there, I liked it. Bryce, how about you?
I liked both the series, truck series and the Xfinity series this weekend. The both of them were kind of mediocre. The Xfinity,
nothing happened.
Nothing really happened. So, but the truck series coming back from a month-long break, it was just good to see, the names that I haven't seen in a month. But yeah. Especially like Clint Boyer. To go out there and run as well as he did without being in a car or truck for so long. I think I do like seeing the retired guys go back and just see if they can run with the young guys.
I think everybody should do one-offs until they hit maybe in their mid-50s. Then I probably could call it quits. But the retired guys, I think it's nice to do 1 or 2 races overall. Clint Boyer said he's not going to end it on that note, so I'm assuming he's going to be coming back at some point to do that. So that'd be fun. So
I think it brings a lot of attention back to the sport too. Having the old guys back in a truck or a car, I think it's good for the sport.
Yeah, I like it. I wish Jeff Gordon would do a one-off at Martinsville in Dale Jr.'s car. That'd be cool. But
That would be cool.
Yeah,
that's just my opinion. It's just because I'm a Jeff Gordon fan. So, but anyway, I guess that leads to gear number 2, Bryce.
All right, let's shift right into gear number 2, which is Kyle Larson and Denny Hamlin.
Yes. So yet again, we have another chapter in the rivalry of Kyle Larson and Denny Hamlin, who are supposed to be friends off
They're
the
not.
track. But I think so. I tried to watch it. This part is, of course, we had church going on, so I didn't get to actually watch it while it was happening or understand
I was able to.
100% what was going on. So Caleb, explain a little bit what exactly happened, because I know they got into each other, but what were they saying and what didn't he say or whatever?
Yeah. So it seemed like the first part was like at the end of stage 2. They were battling for like a second or third place, stage points or whatever. And Kyle Larson, I mean, they were just racing hard, and then he went in there with one lap to go and kind of ran up the track into the loose marbles and passed them and beat Hamlin and for the stage. Hamlin didn't like that, so he bumped him and basically was trying to wreck him out until this crew chief or spotter, I don't remember which one, was yelling at him, telling him to, knock it off and we have a hard to win it, blah, blah, blah. And he just said, I'll give him later. Which, by the way, is funny because after the race was over, he was like, oh, I was fine with it. It was just hard racing. But act like he didn't say he was going to wreck him on the radio.
Even though they have the clear evidence of what he said. And Denny Hamlin's done that to Kyle Larson, I don't know how many times, and to anybody that many times. So, yeah.
Well, it was funny because Larson was trying to wreck Hamlin so hard at the end.
Yeah. Well, I think, just kind of what was said over the radio last week with Kyle Larson and everything, I think it just kind of set a fire under Larson just to kind of be more aggressive in those situations,
Especially to Denny Hamlin.
Yeah, Denny Hamlin just uses up Kyle Larson because, Kyle Larson's that guy where he just is always kind of friendly and just kind of pushes it over. But Denny Hamlin's taken advantage of him a little bit more than he should.
So more than like 7 or 8 times. So
yeah.
But yeah, for sure. So I saw that, and of course I watched it on mute, and I said we have to talk about that because it's just continuing. And I hope that Kyle Larson goes in there and continues to run Denny Hamlin over, because Denny Hamlin is just a person that he can give it, but he can't take it, and I can't stand that. But
and let's just say, we might have been celebrating whenever the caution came out after he took the lead. So
that's of course I went from wanting no cautions because I wanted Chastain to win to then I wanted a caution really badly because Denny Hamlin passed him, and then with 2 to go, Cindric went out and we're like, yeah. And then about 3 or 4 hours later, the race ended. So that was pretty cool.
We were cheering pretty hard. We were like begging for caution. And then whenever we saw it, we were like screaming excitement. And then 75 laps up, overtime later, and finally.
You joke about that, but I think it literally was like 30-something laps of overtime.
31 laps.
Yeah. So anyway, but yeah, so that gives us to shifting into third gear here. We have Joey Logano winning it, so that goes right into it. How in the world did he save enough gas? I think they said the fuel window was 75 laps or something like that?
71, right? Or no, it might have been 75.
I can't remember. I think it was in the 70s, but he went
9.
Was it? I think 109 laps. That's
I think it was 109 before they started the last.
Yeah, so that's crazy. And he won. He didn't run out. Everybody else was running out. He won.
I thought, because he had about the same amount as Chase Briscoe. And Briscoe, what was it, the backstretch?
Yeah.
He ran out.
Yep.
So I was thinking Joey was going to run out.
Yeah, well, he had the same as the people that were running out in the previous restarts.
Yeah.
They just kept running out. So I was like, there's no way. There's no way he's going to win. He's going to run out, and he never did. He said it was stumbling going across the finish line, and I guess he did his reserve switch so he could do burnouts. But anyway, I thought for sure he was going to run out, but he didn't. Yeah. So I guess congrats to Joey Logano. That was his first win since the beginning of last year. I believe Atlanta, I believe, was when he won last. I mean, obviously he won the All-Star race this year, but that's not a non-points race. So But anyway, so he's in the playoffs, Mr. Hairdo himself. So anyway,
I honestly thought that he was going to run out, and Reddick had a really good restart and a really good run. So I thought Reddick was going to pass him, but
with 1 lap to go, I said Reddick
got it.
Yeah, but and then I do want to kind of shout out Zane Smith. I mean, highest finish he's ever had.
Was it? I didn't see the official restart. Was it him that finished second?
Yeah,
perfect.
Because Reddick was top, and then
he was at the bottom.
Smith was on the bottom.
Good for him. I mean, that's another Spire car, but he's also signed for Trackhouse, and So, I mean, he's a Trackhouse leased driver, and that's their headquarters. So it's nice. It's good for him to do that because Trackhouse started to have a good day, and then they had to end up having a bad day at the end. So good for him. Good for him. So, but anyway, so I guess that goes into gear number 4. Caleb, you take the honors.
Shifted to gear number 4. Should they race in the rain at mile and a half racetrack?
So this is an interesting topic because old Bryce over here, he wanted to see, because Dale Jr. has said this before. He said, I've heard him on the podcast say, why can't they race in rain at mile and a half racetrack? Says the way it's banked, it runs all the rain down at the bottom. So all you got to do is go slower and it'll be fine. And so my overall position would be, I don't think it's necessarily the greatest idea because I think you're going too fast, and if something does slip up, that's going to be bad. I think somebody either get hurt or just be a big wreck or whatever. However, I would say if NASCAR ever came out and said, yeah, let's try it, I would watch that thing in a heartbeat because I think that would be the interesting, and I think it'd be cool.
Yeah.
But Bryce, I think you're saying do it, right?
I mean, yeah. I mean, you saw the race last week in New Hampshire. I mean, really, the only difference is a little bit more banking and, just a bigger track,
Yeah.
So higher speeds, obviously they would have to do tests and stuff.
Yeah.
But, I mean, the race last week proved that, you can go higher speeds on those tires. So, I mean, I said it last week. I said just spray the tracks and try it, So,
yeah. I mean, it would definitely make it for a better race. Like, that's for sure. There's no doubt about that.
I agree.
It would just, like I said, now I would say this. It would be wet weather rain, not race in the rain like at road courses, but like they did last week. And I would say I would be 100% for trying it. I don't think, however, they will ever do it, at least for a good number of years, until no more technology or something goes, because they're already just kind of hesitant of doing it at short tracks, I've noticed. Go for it. Yeah, go for it, Kevin. What do you think?
Yeah. No, I say go for it.
Yeah?
Even if you have to do a test, I think it's, the thing is, NASCAR, we all know NASCAR likes, doing stuff that brings attention. That's definitely going to bring some attention. And the drivers might not like it, some people might not like it, but at least try it. If it fails, it fails. I mean, bring it to the track just in case, let it run a couple laps, and it's like, oh, it's just too dangerous, then pull back down pit road and say, oh, we're on the track.
Yeah?
Yep.
Yeah, I say 100%. I mean, it'd be cool. But I don't know. We'll see what do you guys think? What do you guys think about it? You should comment down below and say, hey, you guys, that was the stupidest idea I've ever heard, or say, yes, do it. Go for it. That'd definitely make for more lanes racing, that's for sure. So it'd be fun. I think it'd be an interesting thing, and it's not like it's in the playoffs, so go for it. But I don't know.
Here's the thing. We should do a little gear 4.5. The Austin Cindric penalty.
Oh, yes, I forgot about that. So he got penalized because there was a fan pointing towards the car. Here's my thing. Where in the rule book does it say you can't do that, for one? And for two, that's the stupidest penalty I've ever seen since Carl Edwards got penalized and going down below the yellow line. I was talking to Bryce about that, where he had to go below the yellow line to avoid a wreck at Daytona, and he lost 3 spots and got penalized for going below the yellow line. Stupidest penalty I've seen since then. So I don't know. I'm not an Austin Cindric fan by any means. Matter of fact, sometimes I don't even really care for the guy, depending when he was in the Xfinity Series. But I say that's
it's dumb.
That's
but
really dumb.
It probably wouldn't have stopped him from spinning out later. So
yeah, I guess that's true.
mean,
so he saved the race. He said, "Watch this, NASCAR." That's there you go. He probably gained several because nobody wanted Denny Hamlin to win. Did you hear him cheering when he went down pit road? But anyway, all right. Well, I guess that goes to the 5th and final gear, which is the race overall. I say, of course, the race that won the weekend is definitely the Cup race because there's not a lot that happened in the other 2 races. Not that they were bad, they just not a lot had happened. And during this race too, it got to a point where there wasn't a ton happening until the end, and then they had a record 5 overtime restarts with people saying, "I'm going to risk it for that biscuit," and not going down pit road. Yeah. Not going down pit road and seeing if they could just outlast on the fuel mileage. And I thought that was interesting. Like, some people will look at that race, ending that race, and they will say, I haven't watched any videos yet, but I guarantee they're going to be negative like crazy because they always are. I can't believe they're going to race and wreck all the time. We can't even finish, and they're going to yell and complain. My thing is, this makes it interesting. My wife was into it. A lot of casual fans that are watching that are into it because they're on the edge, and you never know who's going to win until you win it. And so I think it's good for the sport to have races like that.
And all of us are like, how are they still going? Because
Yes.
they don't have gas.
Yes.
So it was like that side of where we were all curious, what's going on? Plus, just the good racing at the end.
Yeah.
Because you don't know where people are on gas, tires. The Reddick came out of nowhere because he was, had gas. And so it was just kind of up in the air. So
I was able to watch the whole race, and all around I think it was a really good race, especially at the end, of course.
Yeah.
I'll go give my percentage.
Go for it.
I'll give it a good 94%.
All right. Well, I was going to go. So before those overtime restarts, I was going to give it a 75 to 80 just because there wasn't a ton that was going on. But after that, I have to bump it up like 10 because it just made it interesting for me. The last, you never knew who was going to win. And so I give it a 90%. I'll go ahead and give it 90%. Bryce, what do you say?
I'll go right in the middle with like a 92.
There you go.
So,
92.5. Take it or leave it.
Yeah.
All
I'll
right.
take it.
All right. So that's our percentages. So what do you guys think? Do you agree with, not agree with? Tell us what you think. Like, comment, subscribe. And go from there. We're still figuring all this thing out. Hey, we got a new camera. We got a good camera, but we couldn't figure out how to get that camera on with Caleb also.
Didn't we use that last week?
No, we didn't use that new camera last week.
We didn't use the last
We started to test it on Wednesday, and it was perfect. But we have another port to have Caleb on here too. So we'll figure it out. We're upgrading. We got Caleb on here. Hopefully, I have to play this back. Hopefully, audio and everything's great. We can have Caleb here every week and give our thoughts and everything. So that being said, take some gas with you, and I'll see you next week.